More than 9 in 10 of the skills an AI teaches itself will help it on some tasks and secretly sabotage it on others. And if you only glance at the averages, you'd never spot it.
Okay, picture an AI that's been learning on the job. Take a guess. When the researchers handed it the full notebook of everything it had taught itself, how much smarter did it get? Hold that number, because on the hardest tasks, it got worse. And keep one thing in mind, a tiny rule about a music app. It's about to wreck a shopping trip.
There's a test that flips a coin for every skill, a notebook that made an AI dumber, and one small fix that beat the versions people spent real money retraining.
And this isn't some lab toy. It's the AI helpers everywhere now. Booking your stuff, answering support tickets, and writing code. A lot of them keep a running notebook of lessons. We just assume that notebook only makes them better.
That's the natural belief. More experience, smarter helper. Except that's not what happened here. More experience made this one worse. And why is the whole story. Think of the AI like a new employee who scribbles a lesson on a sticky note after every job and slaps it on the monitor. When you're paging through a list, check every page. Great advice, the day they learned it. Months later, the monitor's buried in notes, and some have gone stale.
So just peel off the bad ones. Where's the problem, Juniper?
That's the trap. The same note that's useless here is the one saving you over there. Real case from the paper. The agent has to buy a coffee grinder on Amazon that fits a small counter. Stuck to its monitor is a note about double-checking playback on a music app. Totally off topic, and it drags the agent's attention right off the size it's supposed to match. The purchase fails.
So the music app note is dead weight for shopping, but somewhere else it's the hero.
Exactly. So they stopped trusting the AI's own judgment and ran an experiment. Treat each note like a drug in a trial. Flip a coin, sometimes it's on the monitor, sometimes hidden, run the agent hundreds of times, and measure success with the note versus without. They did this across 7 different AIs and 2 very different kinds of work.
And the notes turned out not to be simply good or bad?
If they were, every row in their chart would be all green for helps, or all red for hurts. Instead, more than 9 in 10 rows had both colors. Same note, green on some tasks, red on others, averaging out to nearly nothing. The harm was hiding inside the average. Keep that in mind. It's the key to the fix.
So, before the fix, why not just delete the harmful notes?
Because delete one, and you lose it exactly where it was rescuing you. So instead of grooming one master notebook, they did something smaller. For each new task, find the most similar jobs the AI had done before, see which notes tended to hurt on those, and cover just those notes for this one task. Everything else stays. And that single move beat everything else they tried.
Wait, just hiding notes beat writing better ones?
By a mile, Finn. Getting good notes into the library helped a little. Rewriting them helped a bit more. But covering the wrong notes at the right moment was the biggest jump of all. It's not about which notes you own. It's about which ones you're staring at.
So, back to my guess. The full notebook.
Right. You probably guessed it went up. On the hardest tasks, one of these AIs actually dropped when it got its full notebook. More experience, dumber agent. Then they hid the wrong notes per task and pushed it up to about 66%, higher than it ever reached with a blank slate. And that music app note? On the coffee grinder task, the fix covered it up, along with one other off-topic rule. And the agent bought the right grinder.
Though, here's the honest part. This mostly rescues the middling AIs. The strongest models already knew better, so the notebook did nothing for them. It's training wheels. Handy while you're wobbling, pointless once you can ride.
Fair, which makes the real question a good one. If an AI keeps a notebook of everything it's learned and some of it quietly makes it worse, would you rather it kept learning freely or only kept lessons that passed a test first? Drop where you land in the comments.
And if you want more papers pulled apart like this one, subscribe and join a growing crowd of people making sense of AI research the plain way.
Turns out, for an AI, remembering everything and knowing what to forget aren't the same job.